Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. You know those games where sometimes I get really excited about a game thinking it's going to be so epic and I haven't even seen it yet? Well, today is one of those days. I've been sent this replay and advised it's really epic, and it's one of my favorite matchups to watch as well. A tank mirror. We're on Farmlands of the Fallen, and down in the bottom left we have a guy called Tumstep, and the pink with a China tank. Up at the top right, we have the mighty StaZzz with the cyan, also China tank. So interesting on this one because StaZzz has apparently been spamming a hell of a lot of games lately. Very tough player. I only recently made a video, I don't know if it's gone live already, where it's basically talking about the players from like Eastern Europe, Russia, Ukraine, these kind of places, and how a few years ago basically they were nowhere near the top level, and all of a sudden now you've got SPL, StaZzz, maybe this Tumstep guy, I think he's from that region as well, and you've got Aces as well. So you've got these four players that are of an extremely, well, I don't know about Tumstep. Tumstep's more unknown for me, but I think he's also becoming good. I think they're spamming a lot against all the top players. I think they used to play a lot just kind of internally, like with their own community, the Russian speaking community and stuff, but I think they've branched out and playing a lot of Clan Wars, the 0 Hour ladder that's run by the Russian community. And yeah, so I think we're going to be on for a bit of a good game here. We have a flamer from StaZzz. Of course, it takes a bit of a while to see any action on this map because the map is just so gigantic. Two different build orders here. We've got an oil build from Tumstep. I think that could have been denied. You know, that's a mistake there from StaZzz. He could have denied that, but he was probably looking at elsewhere in his base, waypointing units and stuff like that, and also garrisoning this building. Is there a hole in that building? Yeah, there is. This flamer, will it take down the outpost? I don't think so. A little bit of flames there on the outpost. The outpost will eventually take out this flamer, but that oil was already grabbed, and this one alone is paid for the upgrade and also now collecting that cash. Much needed cash from oils. If you want one pro tip in order to beat some of the top players and to increase your level of the game, then I can advise you to go for oil builds a lot more often than you probably currently do. I'm not saying every single game you want to go for the oils, but you'll see it on the top players grabbing one or two oils from the very beginning, and you will yeah, you will surely win a higher percentage of games, in my opinion. So we've got a number of tanks out from Tumstep. He seems quite like focused on the mid and this right hand side, not so focused on the top left at the moment. But even though this map has got this diagonal line down the middle, and you would think it's bottom left versus top right, which it is, it usually gravitates towards top versus bottom. The south player normally gets this area and the top player normally gets that area, and it ends up like top versus bottom a lot of the time. Not going to say all the time. Flaming out from StaZzz. He's delivered his flamers so far, StaZzz, but Tumstep is raking in the XP with the higher numbers of tanks on his side of the map. And now with Tumstep also grabbing this as well, StaZzz will be sent packing his bags all the way back to his base. Looks like a third war factory is up for StaZzz, and he's already dropping down the CC. Of course, he sold his CC in the beginning to squeeze out supplies and tanks faster, and then immediately dropping it down now. Having only got 81 XP, but when you kill a load of these tanks, you're gaining 200 XP like per tank. So you kill like a bunch of tanks. What is it like? You kill 8 tanks, and all of a sudden you're level 3, and you can use your artillery and your mine drop for tank. They're probably the ones you're going to be getting. So yeah, Tumstep's got a massive army now here in the middle of Battle Masters. He's got the magic number of 8 as well, which will give StaZzz level 3. One flamer there does go down. I think flame is probably a bit useless at this point in the game, unless you can really sneak him down the extremes of the map. But it looks like StaZzz has that covered as well. Massive load of tanks moving out now for Tumstep. Are we going to see any helixes? There are 2 GATs and an ECM there, so helixes won't fare too well, to be fair. Could maybe achieve something here, kill that and go in the back. Could be a bit annoying. But yeah, StaZzz is dropping down an airfield. It's just an expensive investment, let's say. Tumstep now a little bit of a push, and StaZzz is having to push back. StaZzz is thinning his army out quite a lot, whereas Tumstep's keeping it in one big blob. So if you fight with a big blob against just a couple of tanks, of course you are going to win that engagement. So is Stazz going to want to bring some reinforcements, or is he going to use the numbers advantage elsewhere where he spread his forces more so? He should be able to win an engagement somewhere else. Stazz now grabs himself an oil, but that oil is going to go down pretty much straight away. We have a tank at the top left for Tumstep. That will get taken out. Both players approaching, well, actually Tumstep approaching level 3 very, very quick. He has the autoloader upgrade, one of the best upgrades for tank in tank mirrors. Actually, even against GLA as well. You're making battle masters, the autoloaders are epic. And it's talking about epic. Have an epic battle masters spam battle. Screen shakes when these fire. Something you probably don't realize all the time, but it definitely adds to the effect, to the ferocity of the battles. A load of tanks there did go down, and actually, amazingly, Stazz is now ahead in terms of XP. Goes to drop a mine drop in the middle somewhere. I'm guessing maybe there. Or is he actually going to drop it on the supplies there, or in front of the war factory? Oh, it's actually a tank drop. Okay, did not expect that. I think a mine drop would have probably been better. Mine drop there would have been more impactful, I think. Artillery comes in. It's going to kill some trucks. Does not kill the supply though, because it's a little bit too far into the supply dock itself. A little bit further back, and he probably would have killed the supply and the trucks. Bit of an engagement here for Tumstep, but that's a bad engagement. He needs to go back. Stazz now taking a commanding lead in this game. He was behind until this point, I think. Of course, still kind of even, but I think now he's ahead in XP. And also now he's got this big blob of units, and he also won that big fight just a second ago. I think, I don't know, I think if actually Tumstep takes that now, these are in a bad position. They're kind of stuck on the sandbags, and the tank traps ironically took, oh, well, not even ironically, it's actually what they're intended for. Stuck on the tank traps. So you don't normally see them actually trap a tank. It's quite rare, actually. Lotus down in the bottom right is stealing some cash. Tumstep is getting his cash stolen. I did play against Tumstep once. Do you remember once I played a one-day Russian tournament? It was a live stream. Went through the whole thing all the way to the grand final. Tumstep was like in the grand final I played him, or the semi-final, something like that. Okay, Tumstep now with a massive push. He does have every upgrade for the tanks apart from the nuclear missile. One helix there for Stazz does come in, but does not achieve all too much. Goes down rather quickly to these gats in the back. He doesn't even have chain gun upgrade. Does not need him when you've got the Vet 1 and you've got ECMs. Here comes a probable mine drop now from Stazz. It's not EMP, and he's only just recently used his tank drop. He's coming in with his helixes again, but this is a bad idea. But mine drop does hit quite nicely, and this bunker licks from range is picking off some stuff, but does go down. I don't think they paid for themselves. And this massive attack here from Tumstep is causing Stazz all kinds of problems. Stazz is now trailing behind in XP. This XP battle, man, this is like gone from one player to the other in terms of the advantage. I think he could have just pushed in there, and probably won the game, but because he's hanging around a little bit, he's actually giving Stazz a little bit of time to build up his tank numbers now. And he's also caught himself in a bit of a bad situation. Here comes a carpet bomb now from Tumstep. Only takes out a barracks, so damages the war factories. Got an albino battle master here, and another massive battle. Stazz forced to retreat again, just as the superior numbers. Got a tank drop here. I think Stazz is still stealing cash and actually forced the sale of the supply there. Here comes the potential EMP now from Stazz, and that's going to disable probably the whole army. Does disable the whole army. Both players, of course, now level 5. Is there going to be an EMP now from Tumstep? Yeah, you've always got to have it in your mind in tank mirrors. The general's promotions can tip the tide very, very quickly. You can have the most gigantic army in the world, and you're just trailing through, just destroying absolutely everything. But one EMP in tank mirror can change everything, and that's why it's so fascinating to watch, because often games go very, very close because of the support powers. Here comes the EMP, disables a lot of the base, but usually in tank mirrors, they have the most impact when you hit the army. And that Lotus is bad. Why waste the Lotus, man? Why waste it? Could have kept him guessing for ages where the Lotus would have been. Could have captured a power or something over here instead. Could have just hung around and just scouted where the dozer is. It's not the last dozer. There is another one up in the top left. StaZzz now pushing forward. Tumstep sells this supply here in the middle. StaZzz pushing across the map. Thinks about engaging that. Clears out this bunker. Sends his tanks back though, and is still trailing in the upgrades because, yeah, what is that one called? Is it Horde bonus? No, not Horde bonus. Nationalism. That's what it's called. Horde bonus is what you get, but Nationalism like boosts the Horde bonus, if that's the way of putting it. So one dozer has gone down. So see if you'd have kept the Lotus there, could have maybe disabled the dozer and then maybe come in to kill it later. But here comes a carpet bomb, and that is a bad position for Tumstep to be in. Oh, it really did a lot of damage. It killed about 4 tanks, I think. And did he cancel the supply as well? Yeah, I think he did. Okay, so StaZzz won a massive engagement there, cancelled the supply, killed the dozer. Tumstep now moving into the main base here of StaZzz. Potential bit of a base trade here. Artillery now coming for StaZzz up in the top left. Is he going to hit that army? Let's try and work out where he's hit. I don't think so. I think it's going to be like there, isn't it? If anything. If that hits, I will be amazed. Nah, a bit of a guessing game, isn't it? If it would have, you had the potential, word of the day, by the way, potential, to get a direct hit if you could predict he's going to move there. It's like a game of chess, isn't it? Can you really predict the player's going to move all the way there south? Very difficult to do, but it is possible. This Lotus has been capturing more stuff. There's the dead or drunk guy. 2 helixes now moving on top of these tanks. Spot the 2 Gats, do retreat for now. Artillery coming from the bottom left in towards StaZzz's base. Actually kills that supply. What is that? Mine drop. Still going to trap the army and push it against the side of the map now. StaZzz is moving in. CC is being picked off by Tumstep. That's a big sacrifice, though, because that's a lot of tanks that will now go down because you focus on the CC. You could have moved them back left or up towards the right. Here comes a Gat down the middle, as well as maybe an EMP. No, mine drop or tank drop. Tank drop. No, what is it? He spotted the dozer. Okay, tank drop in the back of the base, killing the trucks. Both players a bit sloppy, man. They were all over the place. No one with a commanding lead. It looks like Pink's got loads, but they're all just supply trucks. Whoa, 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 whoa. StaZzz has been hunted. I did not anticipate a carpet bomb would be coming across the map and actually finishing that dozer. So now StaZzz has to go all out. He's got 2 helixes. And he has a lot of battle masters and this ECM. He's going to move into this top left position with his helixes. Going to get a tank for free there. But there is 1 Gat and ECM, and that should send this back for now. Lotus is heading into StaZz's base. Remember, any building that goes down now, any building that's captured, destroyed, or forced to be sold, cannot be replaced by StaZzz any longer. The StaZzz is now going heavy elixirs. He has to spend his money on something. Maybe heavy elixirs is the way forward. Probably would be doing the same if it was me. Got a Lotus up at the top right. What is she going to capture? Not the supply, apparently. Bit of a standoff here between the 2 armies. StaZzz is going to pick off this refinery with his 2 battle masters. They were the ones that were kind of hiding at the top of the map for a while. Lotus is going to capture the war factory, of all things, actually. I think StaZzz won't mind too much. He does have another war factory. But what you don't want to do is give your war factory to Tumstep. Do not want to do that, because a flamer could come out and finish the buildings. He is going to focus it down anyway. I think Tumstep probably could have sold that straight away to get 1,000. But maybe he didn't know the helixes were so close. Can hear a Lotus in the back, actually, and she is going to steal a CC. Now, is that going to be him hunted? Does have another dose down in the bottom right, so both players could get hunted. He needs to get one of these gats down here to stop this Lotus, because that outpost is going to take an absolute age. Ooh, I think she'll get stopped. I think she will. Oh, I don't even know. I think it would have been captured actually in the last second. I think it got captured, so maybe it was a good call there by Tumstep to sell it, get his $1,000 back. He's trying to run away with this dozer as fast as he can. He's going to garrison this bunker and now move into position to kind of protect this, but StaZzz is still flying around with these elixirs. Got 66% CC. He has a war factory, he has a barracks, and he has an airfield. He has even a prop, so he's got pretty much everything he needs to at least put in a good performance. These 3 elixirs are the main problem, though, for Tumstep. He needs to have GATs and ECMs kind of dotted everywhere. So this force here has distracted Tumstep. These elixirs now come in, and that is looking very, very bad for Tumstep in this portion of his base. GATs and the ECM going to move in, and the helixirs are going to retreat once again. He does have subliminal estrogen, so the helixirs will heal at twice the normal rate, but one of them goes down so quick. Does he have chain gun? No, he still doesn't have chain gun. Just shows you how strong these tank GATs are. Like 3 of them, and they just nailed the helix so fast. Yeah, Tumstep's main strength now is his CC. He's got an EMP, mines, tank drop, all that kind of stuff for free, whereas StaZzz does not have it. So even if you just like hang around by your CC, you've got like kind of a defensive advantage. EMP can also take out helixes as well, remember? Just outright kills them, doesn't disable them, just like outright kills them if they get hit. Artillery coming in, and that looks like a tank drop again, but StaZzz is moving into that position. Artillery comes in, does kill the war factory, and that is a tank drop. Is it going to be able to kill anything though? And why is StaZzz not chasing that? Where's the elixirs gone? The elixirs are out of position. Harpy bomb comes in, kills the barracks. StaZzz is only on the last few buildings now. He's cancelled his CC. The low HP buildings, everything there is a little bit low. That's only got like 3/4 HP. There's a flamer and ECM here. There's loads of trucks there to be killed. I mean, you won't really gain much from killing them. You're not going to gain any XP or anything like that. Tumstep still has a gigantic ground army compared, and he's got like these upgrades that makes him look more beefy. Oh yeah, he's got this as well. So yeah, he's got a far larger ground army. Helix is still flying around though for StaZzz. They are the main problem. ECM and a flame are going to make their way into the back. They could actually kill the CC and the dozer here together. Is Tumstep going to hang around there with his dozer? That's his last dozer, man. You need to get out of there ASAP, but I think he's looking over here. Feels like I've got a bit of FPS drops here or something. Flamer trying to kill the CC, does kill the CC, and now both players are hunted. Huge mistake there for Tumstep. He should have sold it. He should have moved his dozer out of the way. Yeah, Flamer's weird, man. Like, I've got a pretty beefy PC. I know I'm watching a replay, so you kind of lock to 30 FPS. But yeah, Flamers sometimes, like, really lag the game. But if it's just, like, so close to the CC or so close to the edge of the map or near a tree or something like that. My PC can handle far greater games than Zero Out, or like on max settings. I've like got a RTX 3090, the Asus ROG one, the top $2,500 one, but Zero Out still lags. That's how bad the engine is from 2003. These elixirs are highly vetted now. Vet 3 and a Vet 2. This one has got no veterancy. I think StaZzz can just die here. I think why doesn't Tumstep just grab all of these extra battle masters as well, and maybe even repair that GAT, repair that ECM. He just needs to go across the map and kill him now. It's those 4 tanks. There's no reason for those 4 tanks to be here, because the only thing StaZzz can do now is fly in with elixirs. But if you've got enough GATs there, you don't need to. There is a little portion of mines. Yeah, those elixirs can't get in. So if you had more tanks here, you could win that engagement. Got 2 GATs and an ECM. So that was a chance, I think, to win the game there for Tumstep. I think he already had a chance, actually, before. Remember when he was on this hill? And he just hung around a little bit too long until StaZzz got a few more tanks out? I think that was a chance for Tumstep as well. But yeah, a bit of a game of chess at the moment. Where are the elixirs going to fly? Where is the army going to fly? The elixirs can't come in here, can they? Maybe they could pick off the barracks. It might sacrifice one helix, though, at least. Because the helixes are highly vetted. They're going to be hard to kill. They're going to self-repair. Not to mention you've got the speaker tower as well. So I don't know if they stack. I guess they do. Which repairs like extra quick. StaZzz is now long distance collecting from the middle. Tumstep is trying to do a pincer movement. He's trying to come in from this right side and the top left. But I'm not sure about splitting your army, to be honest, because he's got the numbers advantage. Do you really want to split your army? So this army will do a 1v1 against this army, and then this army later will do a 1v1 probably against that army after that one has won this engagement, because this is only half. This is meaning now StaZzz is winning this engagement because he just has more tanks. Saying that though, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's just the micro on these tanks is not the greatest. But Tumstep might have achieved something. He could probably kill at least 1 or 2 buildings here. Helix is coming in from the back. Now Tumstep's army here is getting completely wrecked. All of these units inside here are getting vetted as well because you're killing such highly vetted tanks there. It's like vet 3 everything. Tumstep, this is his chance to win, really. This is probably the last engagement we're going to see. I don't even know. Can StaZzz win this? He might be able to, actually. He just needs to kill these 2 gats, and he is killing these gats. StaZzz is holding, but is that last building? There's not the last building, but there's the second to last building, isn't it? It does go down, actually. There's only 1 prop left. So now there's 3 elixirs. This is 3 gats. I think I prefer the helixes, you know, because you've got the mobility, you've got the chance to control a game. But StaZzz doesn't have anything else, so he's only got 1 tank hunter, a prop, who's got mines on the prop. No player is either able to collect. That gat should have been repaired absolutely ages ago. But yes, Tumstep split his army up. Maybe he was like kind of trap the helixes or prevent the helixes from going to the base. But I think if you had them gats like just spread there a little bit and fully repaired, I think he could have marched across the map in 1 big army and won the game. But now I think StaZzz has got a huge advantage because StaZzz can wipe out that base very, very quick with those helixes, whereas those gats in a base trade cannot kill that very, very quick. It'll take probably a minute or so for it to go down. They will kill it eventually. But yes, StaZzz can't move out now. Tumstep can't move out. These elixirs, you can just fly around all day. They'll probably at some point be able to pick that off because that's kind of more out in the open. With 3 buildings versus 1. I think these gats are just out of position. And I just can't believe some of these are not getting repaired, man. What are you even doing, Tumstep? You've got nothing else to do right now. You've got nothing else to do. Has he gone AFK or something? Okay, he's going to repair his gats now. He was probably talking. He was probably chatting, saying, oh, what an epic game this is. Yeah, it'd be more epic if you just repair your gats. Trust me on that. StaZzz has done a beacon for Gatl. In Russian language, they call it Gatl for some reason. I think even Fargo calls it Gatl, and he's like Lithuanian. Yeah, they call it Gatls. I mean, he's put Gatler here. For Gatler. Okay. Was this... Oh, this was streamed by Blair. Blair... That guy there, if you type him into YouTube, he's got like 60,000 subscribers. He's the biggest Russian Zero streamer. The Russian community is massive in Zero. Yeah, I'm sure I put out way more videos, way more replays, way more epic games than Blair, but he just gets all the views and all the subscribers. His channel grows at like twice the rate. Must just be a different market. Different market, more audience or something. More people are recommended videos like that. I don't know. Me and my friends recently did a mini Euro trip. We went to 3 countries and like Scandinavia. We did Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. And my mate was like, he's big on Instagram. Well, He's small on Instagram, but he likes it. He noticed that he posted something in a different country, like I can't remember if it was Denmark or wherever he were, and he got like loads more likes or loads more interaction with his posts than he would do posting similar stuff in the UK. Like maybe just because you change country, the audience profile is different, or the recommendation is different, or something like that. But yeah, Blair is massive. Helix is coming in trying to get something done, but there's still 4 Gats here. A power got sold. Ooh, one Helix taking a little bit of damage there, but it will repair because it's got the speaker tower. Bit of a stalemate, really, isn't it? It is a stalemate. What's this? A tank hunter going round the side of the map. There's just nothing you can do, really. As Tumstep, but I feel like he's put himself in this situation. He split his army. He didn't go in for the kill when he was here, and he split his army in 2 when he had a major advantage. Because he had them 3 or 4 Gats in his base for the last 10 minutes or last 15 minutes. They could have just been spread around his base. I would put them in the middle there. And put like 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And then the Helixes can't come in. You don't even have to look at your base. Especially if you invested in chain gun upgrade like a little bit earlier. And then you could have just gone across the map with your massive load of Battle Masters and 2 Gats and 1 ECM. Just make sure the Gats stay alive, and he could have won the game there, but he's kind of put himself in this situation, honestly. It does annoy me a little bit knowing that. Like, if he couldn't have helped it, I would think it's more epic, but the fact that he has kind of done it to himself. But in the heat of the moment, in these big challenges and stuff, and tournaments or whatever this game was, you do make mistakes, but it was quite a big one. Quite a big strategic mistake. Splitting your army in 2. Tried the pincer movement. He's got him down to 1 building, but he's not going to be able to finish it. Like, until one of them gets bored. Until one of them gets bored, that's it. StaZzz is eventually going to spot that, surely. If we see StaZzz's view. The question is, could StaZzz just go in and fight that? No is the answer. What do you have in mind? No is the answer. Because if that was a Bunkerlix as well, there'd be a case for it. If that was the Bunkerlix and the other Vet 3 one, then you could. Red Guard gets killed. Has StaZzz spotted that random tank hunter going around? Because if he does, it's going to just make it even more stalemate. At least that's got a chance of doing some damage here. It's not going to finish the building by the time StaZzz gets back. But StaZzz will be going like this now. He'll be scouting like mad, like scrolling all over, just looking. So surely he's going to see that at some point. Oh, there is a Red Guard. He spotted the Red Guard. So did he sell his power to squeeze out some Red Guard? I think that's what he did. So StaZzz can't see this currently. This is going to be able to get in and cause some damage. But StaZzz's helixes are so quick. Could you sell the War Factory? If you sold the War Factory, you could make a few tank hunters. I'm not saying that's a good idea, by the way. I'm just thinking of what are your possibilities right now. You could sell the barracks and achieve nothing. This tank hunter is going to cause some damage. It is going to cause some damage. And the helixes are very far away. But even then, StaZzz is going to have a heart attack now. He's going to have an absolute heart attack. Oh no, you idiot. No. Oh my god. Why would you risk that? Oh, I'm sure Tumstep's not an idiot. Well, that's the first word that sprung to mind just then. Now we're back to this stalemate, man. I swear, if I have to watch this for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to get annoyed. Right, what am I going to say for the next 30 minutes if this game does continue for 30 minutes? We're approaching 31 now. Could he move out with 2 Gats? No. Could he move out with 3 Gats? No. Because then the one at home will get wrecked. I don't know, man. It's a complete stalemate. But I feel like StaZzz has won, though. I think what he needs to do. Where's Tumstep?
Our power is
Tumstep's
low.
here. So the helixes should come around here, get here, come in to like here, and chip away at that barracks. I guarantee you, we've given enough time, that barracks is chip awayable. There you go. Look, why has he just revealed himself? Oh my god. That's what he's trying to do, but you only want to do it with the bunker licks. Put the other ones to the side for a second. Just come in with the bunker licks and just chip away at that, I guarantee. Because now the gats are over here, see? So now you've got the potential to come in like this side. But, I mean, it's bad though, because in 0, units move faster diagonal, apparently, like by 41%, just due to the way pixels or dimensions work. So if you come in here and trying to do that, and then you have to go back up straight and the gats can move diagonal, there is a chance that helixes can get trapped. So I think your best bet is coming and chipping away at that barracks first. And then at some point, you're going to have to just pluck up the courage and just say, you know what, I'm going to go balls deep. I need to go in. Because one option is you go in, once that barracks finished, once that barracks gets killed, which I think that should be the main target, that RPG inside of there can help as well. Yeah, once that's dead, he's going to have his gats all around the war factories protecting it. And then what you could do is fly in, and instead of focusing on the gats, because I think that's a battle you'll lose anyway, you could just try to kill the war factory with everything. You just literally get your helixes and just click on the war factory and just see if you can kill it in time. I don't think so, but that's what situation it'll come to. I don't know what that means. Someone's gonna have to translate it. Oh man, probably it's saying you're a nub, buddy. You're just camping. He's probably AFK. Tumstep's probably AFK. He was AFK for a bit because these gats were just kind of like doing nothing. So yeah, I think do we have to hit the fast forward button here? Ooh, I'm tempted to say I'm gonna spam. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. That's one way. That's something I didn't think of actually. Oh baby. Oh baby. Well, the barracks is going to go down. I did not think of evacing them, you know. All the gats now coming in. This is a massive engagement. This is it. This is it. The helixes are going to win. Oh my god, he's done it. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're a nut, buddy. He's done it. He's done it. Could that have been handled better by Tumstep? Could he have just sacrificed the barracks, just gone back, formed the line, and engaged better against the helixes? He could have kept one gat like behind the war factory, 3 gats in a line, spun up as well. So as soon as the tank hunters get in range, they get mowed down. Unique and amazing there. Well played to StaZzz for getting the win. I do think there was a couple of mistakes there from Tumstep. I do think the victory was very, very possible for Tumstep there, 100%. But yeah, a few little mistakes here and there. But saying that, he's on the rise. I don't think he's quite the same level as StaZzz, Asus, SPL that I mentioned before. But Tumstep is another one to watch out for sure. Anyway, yeah, unique game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done in that situation? Did you think of anything that I thought of, or did you think of what StaZzz did and evac'd your stuff? Remember I was saying before, all the tank hunters inside of there are getting highly vetted, and that actually came back to help StaZzz massively there towards the end. So yeah, well played to StaZzz, and see you in the next one.